Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Tech Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. My name is Ricky. We have a little bit over 300,000 subscribers within our YouTube channel. We have a little bit over 140,000 members within our free trading community called Tech Solutions. If you've ever wanted to surround yourself with like-minded individuals and are struggling to how to get started in investing in the stock market, we'd love to be a part of your success. Obviously, we're not your only option, but if you guys want to take maybe 5 seconds, click that third link in the description, and it will guide you on over to our free Facebook group, which then you will be able to join our free Discord chat. Also, if you want the ability to watch me trade live every single day, that is going to be that first link in the description. One thing that I did very well today was, first of all, I'm going to start sharing my screen. I want you guys to know that this $1,200 day or this $1,200 return on this one specific stock, it's not something that I do every day. It's maybe something that I experience once or twice a week. My daily goal is $500 to $750 a day. That's much more average for me. Having $1,200 days or over $1,000 days are definitely not average. My overall account size sits at a little bit over $25,000. I normally trade with $15,000 to $25,000 per position. Just for others that are asking, I want to make sure that you guys know my weekly goal or my daily goal is 3% on a daily basis, anywhere from around 10 to 15% on a weekly basis. So I need you guys to know that, as I'm definitely trading with more money, so obviously there's going to be a higher rate of return. So I want to be as transparent as possible. Let me go ahead and show you guys my position. I made a video talking about it yesterday. If you guys haven't checked it out, it talks about the gold huge sell-off. So I was looking at /GC really late last night, and that's why I went live. So this is 10 hours ago. Right now it's 11:06 a.m. So I was literally live at midnight, not even midnight, after midnight. So around midnight to 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. in the morning, I went live. I talked about /GC selling off and why I found it to be so important. Again, this is something that we all need to realize, is that we never know exactly what is going to happen. So one thing that I said is look, /GC was showing signs of this descending pattern, right? So I talked about this one yesterday. It was showing signs of this. Just look at the overall direction, right? If you were to look at the direction of this pattern for /GC, it's trending down, right? It normally gets rejected by this SMA indicator. The past couple of days, it had really good days, right? JNEG was trying to show signs of recovery from $7 to $8, which is a gold-based ETF, bull ETF. But then look, we got a peak right here. We got a peak on the MACD. We got a peak on the RSI. Then it started getting rejected, and all my alerts started going off. This is why it's so important to have alerts, especially if you're trading certain ETFs that correlate to certain futures. This is something that we talk about all the time for those that are part of Learn, Plan, Profit. And guess what? It started selling off. It started showing signs of sell-offs during extended hours, right? So this is pretty much where it closed at yesterday, and this is all that happened during extended hours. It tried to recover and then continued to sell off. Right now, we're kind of at the support around 11.92, but as of right now, it's kind of consolidating. I want to congratulate everyone that absolutely killed it on JDST. I'm going to show you guys my return, a little bit over $1,200 on the day. It's so blessed, right? So amazing. I definitely did not trade the best way possible. Right as the market opened, I locked in profits, and all I was doing was scalping it as this thing was pushing up. Once it started pushing up above, what was it, $83, I stopped touching it. I thought it was too overbought, focusing that hey, this thing has a little bit more margin to pull back than it does to continue to rally. It hasn't broken its pattern, so if we look at I think it was the 1-day 5-minute chart, it's reacted very nicely to this EMA indicator, but you can see it's progressively starting to show more signs of a peak formation. The RSI obviously still showing signs that it's overextended. You might be asking, well, Ricky, why didn't you just continue to trade it? It continued to go up. First of all, I can't tell the future. I can't see the future. All I know is one of the biggest factors when it comes down to trading that I try to focus on is when something is a good deal, I'll take advantage of it. So yesterday when I took my position on JDST, as I told you in yesterday's video, I saw that it had potential for recovery due to the move that I'm doing from this house to the new house. Unfortunately, I was not able to lock in profits on JDST. Moving on forward, when I did my technical analysis before I went to bed last night, I started seeing that /GC started selling off, and that JDST and all these other inverse ETFs for gold were starting to show signs of recovery. Today, as it was pushing up, I had to realize and be honest with myself and say that, hey, this thing's becoming a little bit more overbought. It's not so much of a good deal. Yes, I will potentially miss out on this thing if it continues to rally, but I know that walking away from this is something that I think I did right. And the reason why is because how many of you guys have ever done this? We talked about this in Learn Plan Profit today, this morning, that you're doing really well, you're scalping or you're day trading a specific stock, or even just holding a specific stock and it's going up, right? You try to identify, when this thing is going to peak out, and you continue to trade it. It happens to me multiple times. I start to overtrade. I'm up a decent amount on the day, and then it starts to sell off. But because I've been doing so well and that sell-off happens, I almost get shocked and I don't cut losses as quick as I should have, right? You almost get like trading paralysis, right? It ends up not going according to your plan, but it's been going according to your plan all day. So you're kind of like, what the heck, what's going on? And then it sells off and then I give back some of my profits. And that's not something that I want to experience today. I was blessed with a little bit over $1,200 today. I wanted to make sure that I stayed true to that and I walked away, right? I missed out on a decent amount. I missed out almost on a couple $100, a little bit over $500. But I have to just, again, realize that the opportunity cost just wasn't necessarily there. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Not only what led to my success, following up with my trade that I talked about yesterday. It was a one-day swing trade and made a little bit over 1,200, and that's really just it. So do you guys have any specific questions for this? So I want to see if you guys have any specific questions. Thank you guys again for tuning in live. You guys absolutely killed it. Real quick, I did want to talk about this one. One that I'm watching a little bit closer is ticker symbol DGAS. DGAS sold off quite a bit. Natural gas report was not in its favor. Sold off, hit a bottom around 2050, and this is when I brought it up in the Learn Plan Profit chat. It's starting to show signs of a potential reversal. Watch out for the resistance of the middle VWAP. But then the overall margin of profit that it has to cover. Obviously, it's very oversold. It shows a very similar pattern to kind of JNUG, and JNUG is a descending ETF as of right now. I need you guys all to know that. But based on the low points and based on the high points that DGAS has covered within the past couple of days, and based on how overextended natural gas is, it makes sense on why this thing can start pulling back and start showing signs of a downtrend. But again, no full-on confirmation just yet. It's just one that I'm watching pretty closely. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I'll answer any questions that you guys might have. But yeah. So do you use TD Ameritrade? That is true. So what do you think about IQ option app? I don't know what that is. How was school? Yeah. Caleb's laughing back there because I didn't go to school yesterday and I didn't go to school the day before. So yeah, I might get dropped, but it just didn't work with my schedule. I had a couple things planned and we're going to Europe on Saturday for 10 days. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get dropped. I'm going to have to speak to my professors. I really do apologize for all those that I'm letting down. But I'm definitely going to try to communicate with them and stuff like that. It's just with everything that we have going on. Yeah. So for all those that are talking about CRON, that is personally not one that I would even consider as a trade. I think it's very over manipulated, very overhyped. Easiest way for me to put it, we talk about this all the time. I really don't even like when people ask me about these tickers. Look at the volume that it has going on here and then look at the recent volume. Obviously, huge forms of manipulation, very overextended. MACD already showing that it's supposed to start pulling back. It's not something that I want to participate on. I don't understand why it's pushing up. I don't understand the pattern, the drive, the momentum, the catalyst for the push up. So why am I going to trade it? That's one of the things that we always encourage our traders to do, right? Like you trade and you invest in what you think that you understand. And if you don't understand something, then why are you investing in it? So, yeah. So focus more on what you love. Yeah. Great teacher, bad student. LOL. Yeah, no, I'm sure the professor is great and stuff like that. They're rate your professor ratings were definitely good and stuff like that. So I'll just have to communicate with them. But I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. We still have to do a couple little things up with the move. And we have a really busy day planned before we leave out to Europe. So I just wanted to recap on my trade. I made a video yesterday, not calling out. I don't do any call outs. I don't tell people where to buy or where to sell, but I talked about why I saw value in this potential pullback last night for /GC, and I'm really excited to see that it turned out according to my plan. And again, it doesn't always work out according to my plan. You guys all need to know that if you're investing in the stock market, there's always a huge form of risk, but it's being able to manage your risk and at least take advantage of opportunities that you understand that I think that have led to my success and to a lot of our traders' success. So if you've ever or want to share anything that has led to your success, feel free to comment it down below to encourage and motivate our newer traders. That would be amazing. I want to thank you guys again for your time. Again, we're going to be announcing our giveaway winner tomorrow, for those that are part of Learn Plan Profit, all you have to do is click that first link down below. If once you enroll, you will automatically be in the running. We're going to be selecting one winner, and that one winner will get a new laptop, $500, $250 to donate to a charity of your choice, and a $50 TechBuds Apparel gift card. So again, all you have to do is enroll. So even if you're an existing LPP member or a new member, you are automatically in the running to be one of the LPP winners of the starter pack, the stock market starter pack giveaway winner. So that is really just it. Thank you guys again. If you guys can drop a thumbs up, we'd greatly appreciate it. And just have fun with everything that you guys do. We're all so blessed. Just have an amazing day and make someone smile today. Thank you guys again for your time. Take it easy, team.